Well, you had two sides. You had Republicans come to the table, had an intellectual discourse, really trying to save this country, finding areas where we can cut spending without harming the American people. And then we had the Democrats on the other side just absolutely remind me of my kids when they were 2 and threw a total temper tantrum. I wanted to put them in timeout. I mean, it was ridiculous. But they, most of their attacks are ad hominem attacks against Elon Musk because he's wealthy, right? And so they're trying to build this some kind of narrative that he's in it for self-interest. And I'm like, look, the guy has $400 billion. He does not need this. He doesn't need the grief. He doesn't want to spend the time. He wants to save the country. So I'm glad that we have him. I think that we're very lucky to have Elon willing to come in, dedicate resources, not take a dime of taxpayer money, and do the Lord's work, something that this town has never been able to do. And we need somebody like him from the outside coming in to give us and really give Congress a kick in the rear to get spending under control.
President Trump just put an executive order out that ended the government program to pay for a lot of these electric vehicle charging stations. That's not going to be great for Elon Musk. But Elon Musk says, I don't want the money. I don't need it. We'll handle it ourselves. You mentioned Congress, because one of the things that I say on this program is, in many respects, Congress is responsible for this. I've got to believe there's committees that was looking at USAID and all these other things. They knew this spending was going on. I saw Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene screaming about this years ago, and yet we never really, and I take blame too, Congressman, we never really took blame until now.
Yeah, and that's why, like, us fiscal hawks are excited about Doge and about Trump and Musk. Because, for example, last 2 years have been awful. This is my first 2 years in Congress. It's been absolutely awful and depressing, because we would be excited. We would come forward with amendments. For example, Eli Crane had the amendment that eliminated or cut the spending to USAID. And you know how many people voted for it? 80 Republicans. The majority of the Republicans joined the Democrats to defeat that amendment. And so it's really going to take outside pressure. Congress is never going to fix itself. I mean, we are a bunch of drug addicts addicted to spending other people's money.